Welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Larry, and that there's Tom.
Yep.
Hey, we're getting ready to go on our vacation soon, but one of the things I noticed that I had to do was to restring my crab trap. So I figured, hey, why not make a video on it? So these crab traps, as you can see, they lay flat, which I like about that. And then you can just snap them up into place, and I'll show you that. This one I never took out of the package, but one of the things I don't understand about all these companies that sell these things use the cheapest string on here. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay, so these were one use, right? Let me just show you. Get my finger out of there. Okay, so that's how they pop up and they stay up like that, right? As you can see, how many knots I had to put in here?
Looks like 4.
And you see this one, right?
5.
Yeah, there's 2 on there, on this one, Tom. Actually, there's 3.
I can't tell, your hand's in the way.
That's how many times it broke. This has 2 right here, this has 2 right here, and this has 2. That's how many times it broke.
That's a lot.
Matter of fact, I think the first time I pulled it up, it was broken. So one of the things I like to do with crab traps is also, I like to buy these. We only use 2 of them down there. I guess these are crab bait holders, and this little spring goes like this. You snap this on the bottom, as you can see with that, and then you use the spring here, like right here, if you can see it, and you put the bait under there, and it holds it in there.
Huh.
Now you can tie your bait in there, right? But when you do that, the problem with that is that a lot of times, you know, when the bait's gone, eventually it will get gone. It will get gone. It will be gone. Then you have to tie new string in there. Whereas if you have one of these, you just pop it right under there and just put that like that. Now here's the thing, because I noticed that with these too. They give you a hook like that. Well, how's that supposed to hook on anything? So you got to bend this thing.
It just looks like an Allen wrench.
Yeah, right. So get yourself some pliers and just bend it a little bit so that it's going to hook around that metal.
So that's an actual hook?
Yeah. Don't bend it too far, but don't. There you go. Something like that, right? And then these will just pop on. I'll get to that in a minute because we're going to restring that anyway. So one of the first things I want to do, because even the brand new one, I would I'm going to restring that too, because it's ridiculous. I mean, first of all, this is cotton. Cotton is no good. Cotton rots so fast. It's not good. As you can see, you kind of gotta pop these things up like that so that they don't kind of fall over. But yeah. But see, one string will work, but not good enough. So I'm gonna take my trusty scissors here and cut all this stuff off. I'll have to tie this onto it. I'll do that in a minute. But so now I got to cut all these off, right? Which shouldn't be too difficult, because you know why? Because this string stinks. So what you want to do is you want to get yourself some nylon. Nylon is a lot stronger than cotton.
If it's good for wires, it's good for a crab trap, I guess.
Wires.
Yeah, like nylon braided wires.
Did you say pliers or did you say wires? I can't.
Wires.
Wires. Yeah. Nylon's pretty strong, Tom. And I want to get all this string off of here. And what I'm going to show you in a minute, if I can, there we go, not cut my finger. Okay, so boom, that's gone. History. However, how long do I make them? How long do you make them? Well, here's what I'm going to go by.
You're going to use the second one as your...
As my, kind of like my template.
Yeah.
Is that the word you were going to go for, Tom?
I was trying to find it, but all I could think of was model, which still worked, but...
Okay, so what I'm going to do... See, there's how it pops into place. And you can see how this is how they... I'll put this aside for right now. This is how they work it, and then they have it all like this. See? Okay, so what I'm going to do I'm going to measure. I'm going to measure what I need here. And you could actually make the loop down here, it doesn't matter. As long as they're all even so that you pull it up, right? But I'm going to do it the same way that they have it. So I'm going to go like this and go like that down there, which is about 32 inches. So 64 inches is what I'm going to need each one. I'm going to need 2 pieces, 64 inches. Okay? So,
Okay.
I will... Oh, and what I have, is this about, is this an 1/8 or a 1/4? I forget. I got this from work. But anyway, this
I thought it looked familiar.
it's about a 1/4 inch nylon. One of the first things you want to do to stop, and this is the other nice thing about nylon, it won't fray because you take a lighter, and you go like that and you melt it, no fray. Right? So I want to get, what I say, 64 inches, right, Tom?
Yep.
All right.
2 pieces of 64.
And of course, my table's not long enough, but that's okay. So we'll go like this. And like I said, one of the things you want to make sure is that you're getting both of these pieces the same. So what you can do is just this. Where you have that right there, go like that, go like this. Cut it here. And then go back to here and cut it there. Now I have 2 pieces.
Well, there you go.
And there I go. All right, so now what I want to do is wait till that breeze stops, even though it feels really good because it's pretty humid out here, guys.
Yes, it is.
Okay, as soon as that breeze stops, I'm going to melt these ends of this. It feels like I don't feel it down here.
And it's humid because it rained last night. You know how we know that? Because these chairs are damp. I should know, I sat in one.
And I didn't tell them.
Yeah.
What? Well, I didn't know. I had a feeling. I would have wound up. I gotta wait for this breeze to stop. I would have wound up sitting down on them too, guys, because I had planned to. So I'm glad that Tom did instead. Worst thing, when it's windy, to try to use a lighter.
Yep.
So when it stops, and if it stops, you can continue to melt each one of these. Be careful that you don't burn yourself. All right, these 3 are done. Where's the other end? That one's already done. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your crab trap that you make sure you have 1 string and not 2 ends of one. Okay, take your crab trap that you're going to do it to. And the way they had these, if you notice on here, they have it going through right here to that, right? So you could just eye it up like that. So it went like this, right? And then it went down to here, like that. And then you could tie it there. I'm gonna tie it the way I like to tie. You tie it the way you like to tie it. You can tie it whatever. It's just a knot. You want it to hold on. You want it to hold on there, guys.
Last thing you want is to yank on it and just come back with string.
What's that?
The last thing you want to do
Oh,
is
yeah.
yank on it and just come back with string.
And I'll tell you what, like I said, I think it was the first time we pulled that up. Right? That it, see, that wasn't good. I meant to go all the way down to the knot. When we pulled it up the first time, it was broken. And I don't know what, I think the crabs were kind of doing that to it, you know?
Just like snipping at it?
Yeah, I mean, they got sharp little claws on them, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that that's what it was, but I'm not positive though. All right, there we go. All right, so there you go. That's that. Now I want to come down with this other end and do the same thing over on this side, like that, and bring it like that. And like I said, you could just tie it regular, or you could just do whatever kind of knot you want, but a knot that's going to hold. I do this because this can never come out, because it always will tighten against itself. So when it's getting pulled, it's always going to get tightened. The only problem would be is if this knot came off. That'd be a problem. So just make sure that it's really pulled tight. And there you go. There's that one. Now you want to do the same thing on the other side. Do, 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 do. I can't wait to go crabbing.
I bet you can.
Well, I don't even know if the crabbing's good where we're going. Well, I mean, at Chesapeake Bay, I know it's good. But there's not a dock. So there's not a place to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the other place had a dock. There's jetties, so we're going to try doing it from the jetties and see how that works out. All right, there we go. That's nice and tight. Now come over here, like so, like this. I recommend not even using a crab trap with that crap on it and doing this every single time.
Not even worth it to try it out, see if maybe they've got stronger stuff?
Well, I mean, I would check it. I mean, you could tell by this that it's no good. I mean, look how thin it is.
It is pretty thin.
I think before I went all the way bald, I think my hair was thicker than that. What? Oh, you laugh at that though, don't you? Huh?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Because you're mean. Well, you would if you were. Okay, so now you have it like this, okay. Right?
Yep.
There you go. Now take these like that so that it's even, and then just go like this and push both of those loops through like that and pull it tight so that you have it like that, and there you go. Welcome in, crabs. Oh, now your dinner. So now all I gotta do is the other two just like that. And I am set to go crabbing. And I have the confidence now that these will not break.
Nice.
Because they're nice and strong. And now I will collapse this back down. It goes like that to take on my trip. There you go. Restringing crab traps. Best thing that you can do. Oh, one thing I did forget to do, didn't I, Tom? Is put this back on.
I was gonna ask how you're supposed to like pull it back in.
Yeah. Yeah, you just throw it out like that and be done with it, right? That would not be good. Okay, I gotta get this. Okay, there we go. So I do the same thing, the same kind of knot with this. I put this through. And this is cheap clothesline right here, so you know, we're taking a good chance with this. You could just use nylon with this, but this is pretty strong.
I was wondering why we weren't just using like more nylon.
Well, I didn't want to use the whole thing. And what I do is I take it like that and put it like that. It's never going to come off there. And I don't know how far I have here.
Long enough, I guess.
It's long enough, yeah. Just throw it out a little ways, and then I'll wrap this up, and she is ready to go. I got to do 2 more now. But now you have the idea how to restring it. It's not difficult. It's pretty easy. And you're set to go crabbing. And there is nothing like catching blue claw crabs, cooking them up and eating them. Even Tom likes to eat crabs.
Yes.
And he's a picky eater. Yeah, and you would be picking crabs. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink. Put your feet up, relax. I'll meet you at the lounge. So you want to finish the other 2?
No.
Well, I just showed you how to do it.
They're your traps on your vacation. You do it.